para hadirin untuk memastikan mikrofon anda berada dalam keadaan senyap sepanjang majlis dijalankan. Seterusnya hadirin diminta untuk mengimbas kod masuk QR yang dipaparkan pada skrin untuk merekodkan kehadiran anda. Pautan ini juga telah diberikan di ruangan chat box. Terima kasih. hadirin untuk memastikan mikrofon anda berada dalam keadaan senyap sepanjang majlis dijalankan. Seterusnya, hadirin diminta untuk mengimbas kod masuk QR yang dipaparkan pada skrin untuk merekodkan kehadiran anda. Konten telah diberikan di ruangan chat box. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Sebelum memulakan majlis kita pada malam ini, saya ingin mengingatkan para hadirin untuk memastikan mikrofon anda berada dalam keadaan senyap sepanjang majlis dijalankan. Seterusnya, hadirin diminta untuk melimbas kod masuk QR yang dipaparkan pada skrin untuk merekodkan kehadiran anda. Pautan link juga telah diberikan di ruangan chat box. Terima kasih. Majlis kita pada malam ini, saya ingin mengingatkan para hadirin untuk memastikan mikrofon anda berada dalam keadaan senyap sepanjang majlis dijalankan. Seterusnya, hadirin diminta untuk mengimbas kod masuk QR yang dipaparkan pada skrin untuk merekodkan kehadiran anda. Pautan ini juga telah diberikan di ruangan chat box. Terima kasih. Melati kuntum tumbuh melata, sayang merbah di pohon cemara. Assalamualaikum, mulanya kata, saya sembah pembuka bicara. Yang berbahagia, Dr. Maniza binti Omar, Timbalan Pengetua Kolej Tun Syed Nasir. Yang berusaha, Cik Nur Hanisa binti Muhammad Haris, Fellow Pemantau Femme Vogue Kolej Tun Syed Nasir. Saudari Nur Arina Syazrina, Mat Pemantau Femme Vogue Kolej Tun Syed Nasir, dan para hadirin sekalian. Salam sejahtera dan selamat datang diucapkan. Izinkan saya memperkenalkan diri terlebih dahulu. Saya Dini Izzati, pelajar program audiologi tahun 3 Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia selaku pengacara majlis anda pada malam ini. Majlis merakamkan setinggi-tinggi penghargaan kepada semua div-div kehormat kerana sudi meluangkan masa untuk menghadirkan diri dan memeriahkan majlis kita pada malam ini. Sebelum kita meneruskan majlis, marilah kita bersama-sama menadah tangan untuk bacaan doa bagi memberkati majlis kita pada malam ini. Oleh itu, saya menjemput saudari Anis Zulaika binti Syahuddin untuk memimpin bacaan doa. Dipersilakan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Allahumma innaka khalaqul azim, innaka sami'un alim, innaka ghafurur rahim, innaka rabbul arsyil azim, innaka al-barrul jawadul karim. Ya Allah, Engkaulah yang mempunyai segala pujian. Engkaulah yang berhak menerima segala pujian. Engkaulah yang berhak menerima segala kesyukuran. Engkaulah yang memiliki segala pemerintahan. Di tangan Engkau segala kebajikan. Kepada Engkaulah kembali segala urusan. Allahumma ya Karim, ya Rahim. Cucurilah rahmat dan rahimmu ke atas majlis penutupan hari Siswi 2021 yang diadakan pada hari ini. Berkatilah ia dari awal hingga ke akhirnya. Ya fa'alun lima yurid. Kami juga memohon perlindungan daripadamu dari segala perkara yang boleh mencacat celakan majlis kami dan daripada segala perkara yang melalaikan kami dari berbuat taat kepadamu. Kepadamu juga kami serahkan segala urusan. Rabbana 'alaika tawakkalna wa ilaika anabna wa ilaikal masir. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina 'adzaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Terima kasih diucapkan kepada saudari Anis Zulaika binti Syahuddin atas bacaan doa sebentar tadi. Majlis diteruskan lagi dengan menjemput saudari Siwasri, anak perempuan Ravinden, pengarah Femme Vogue untuk menyampaikan ucapan. Dengan segala hormatnya, dipersilakan.
Terima kasih saya ucapkan kepada saudari pengerusi majlis. Yang saya hormati Dr. Manisa binti Omar selaku perasmi malam penutup Hari Siswi. Yang saya hormati fellow pemantau Nur Hanisa binti Muhammad Haris. Yang saya kasihi Mat Pemantau Hari Siswi Nur Arina Syazrina binti Abdullah. Majlis Eksekutif Pelajar yang turut hadir pada malam ini, ahli-ahli organisasi Hari Siswi dan para hadirin sekalian. Terlebih dahulu, saya ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada semua yang hadir kerana sudi meluangkan masa bersama-sama pada malam ini. Majlis ini tidak akan dapat direalisasikan jika tiada sokongan anda. Hadirin yang saya hormati sekalian, bagi pengetahuan anda semua, program Hari Siswi merupakan salah satu program yang dianjurkan oleh pihak Majlis Eksekutif Pelajar setiap tahun di kolej kita, Kolej Tun Syed Nasir. Tahun ini pula, program Hari Siswi ini dijalankan selama 10 hari, iaitu bermula daripada 3 April 2021 hingga 12 April 2021 atas online kerana keadaan kita sekarang ini. Walaupun program ini tidak dijalankan secara bersemuka, semua ahli organisasi Hari Siswi, MAP Pemantau dan fellow pemantau berganding bahu untuk memastikan program ini mencapai objektifnya, iaitu untuk melahirkan seorang mahasiswi yang seimbang daripada aspek intelektual serta kemahiran insannya dan bagi mengeratkan ukhuwah antara mahasiswi yang berbilang kaum. Saya berasa amat bersyukur atas sokongan yang diberi oleh siswi college kita dan daripada orang ramai yang turut serta dalam pertandingan dan webinar yang dianjurkan sempena Hari Siswi. Penyertaan anda amat kami menghargai. Tema Hari Siswi tahun ini merupakan Lady Boss dan tema ini memang berkait dengan peserta dan semua ahli organisasi Hari Siswi kerana mereka telah mempamerkan diri mereka sebagai seorang wanita yang berkemampuan dan berbakat. Saya juga ingin mengucapkan tahniah kepada semua siswi yang telah menunjukkan bakat mereka tanpa melepaskan peluang ini, iaitu melalui pertandingan Grooming Challenge dan Girls Art Challenge yang kami jalankan. Saya juga amat berharap bahawa program ini telah berjaya memberi kesedaran dalam kalangan siswi dan wanita lain terhadap diri kita sendiri dan telah bertindak sebagai sebuah platform di mana kita semua dapat memperkembangkan ilmu kita dengan perkara-perkara yang disampaikan melalui webinar VChat dan Siswi Fit Wifi. Selain itu, saya juga rasa kagum dengan para siswi yang telah menyertai anugerah ikon siswi yang merupakan salah satu tarikan Hari Siswi ini kerana anda merupakan inspirasi kepada siswi yang lain untuk sentiasa berusaha bagi dapat berjaya pada masa yang akan datang. Di samping itu, saya ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada semua ahli organisasi Hari Siswi, MAP Pemantau program ini, Arina dan fellow pemantau Cik Hanisa kerana bertungkus lumus untuk memastikan program ini dapat dikendalikan tanpa sebarang masalah dan bagi menjayakan program ini. Tanpa usaha dan kerjasama anda, Hari Siswi tahun ini tidak akan dapat dijalankan dengan lancar dan mendapat sambutan yang baik daripada pihak lain. Kerjasama yang diberi untuk menjalankan program ini merupakan satu tanda yang menunjukkan bahawa golongan pelajar, terutamanya para siswi, boleh mencapai apa yang kita hendak sambil saling menolong dan mewujudkan hubungan yang lebih kuat dan bermakna. Akhir kata, saya mengharapkan agar semua aktiviti yang dijalankan sempena Hari Siswi akan menjadi suatu pelantar bagi meningkatkan keyakinan dan juga membara semangat dalam kalangan siswi. Saya juga mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih sekali lagi kepada semua pihak yang telah memberi sokongan anda secara langsung atau tidak langsung bagi merealisasikan tujuannya. Sekian, terima kasih.
Terima kasih diucapkan kepada saudari Sivasri atas ucapan sebentar tadi. Seterusnya, majlis menjemput saudari Nur Arina Syazrina, MAP Pemantau Femme Vogue, Kolej Tun Syed Nasir untuk menyampaikan ucapan. Dengan segala hormatnya, dipersilakan.
Terima kasih saudari penerusi majlis. Yang saya hormati Dr. Manizah binti Omar, Timbalan Pengetua Kolej Tun Syed Nasir selaku perasmi Majlis Malam Penutup Hari Siswi Femme Vogue yang berusaha Cik Nur Hanisa binti Muhammad Haris selaku fellow pemantau dan pengarah Sivasri dan Mang yang diraikan sekalian. Assalamualaikum. Selamat malam diucapkan kepada semua panel dan para penonton sekalian. Hadirin sekalian, bersyukur kita kepada Allah kerana telah memberikan kesempatan untuk kita berkumpul bersama-sama pada malam yang cukup indah bagi menjayakan program Femme Vogue ini. Pertama sekali, saya ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada semua yang sama pada hari ini. Tak dapat direalisasi tanpa sokongan daripada anda semua. Terima kasih sama. Saya berasa sangat gembira kerana program ini telah melibatkan komitmen secara langsung daripada AJK dan mahasiswi sekalian. Ini telah meluaskan khidmat bakti mereka dalam program kemasyarakatan dengan ikhlas tanpa meminta balasan atau imbuhan. Ia bertepatan dengan matlamat kerajaan untuk melahirkan masyarakat wanita yang penyayang, prihatin dan saling bantu-membantu. Besarlah harapan saya agar program yang dirancang ini akan mampu memberi manfaat kepada semua mahasiswi KTSN dan meningkatkan kesedaran terhadap pentingnya untuk menjaga kebersihan diri kita, menambah semangat untuk menjadi iPhone siswi seterusnya dan yakin terhadap diri sendiri, antaranya melalui fashion style, makeup yang telah dianjurkan. Semoga program ini dapat mengeratkan lagi hubungan sesama kita dan matlamat program kali ini dapat dicapai. Di kesempatan ini, sekali lagi saya mewakili pihak menganjur mengucapkan rasa syukur dan jutaan terima kasih semua yang sudi hadir dan meluangkan masa untuk menghadiri program ini. Pihak kami mengucapkan ribuan di atas kerjasama dan keprihatinan semua pihak yang terlibat sama ada secara langsung ataupun tidak langsung. Untuk menutup sambutan saya pada kesempatan ini, saya mohon pada seluruh hadirin yang hadir kiranya berkenan memanfaatkan jika ada salah kata dari saya yang kurang berkenan di hati para hadirin yang mungkin menyinggung perasaan. Hadirin semua, sekian daripada saya, salam hormat dan terima kasih.
Terima kasih diucapkan kepada saudari Nur Arina Syazrina atas ucapan sebentar tadi. Seterusnya majlis menyebut yang berbahagia Dr. Maniza binti Omar, Timbalan Pengetua Kolej Tun Syed Nasir untuk menyampaikan ucapan dan seterusnya merasmikan majlis penutupan Femme Vogue bagi menyempurnakan majlis kita pada malam ini. Majlis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera adik-adik, anak-anak, adik-adik lah ya. Okey, terima kasih pengacara majlis ya, saudari pengacara majlis yang berusaha fellow pemantau Nur Hanisah binti Muhammad Haris, yang berusaha map pemantau Haris Siswi Nur Arina Syazrina binti Abdullah, yang berusaha Sivasri anak perempuan Ravindran pengarah program Femme Vogue ya, barisan ahli organisasi program serta mahasiswa-mahasiswi sekalian. Tapi setahu saya semua mahasiswi je kan? Sebab ni Haris Siswi kan? Okey, kepada semua hadirin sekalian lah ya. Jadi terlebih dahulu, marilah kita memanjatkan rasa syukur ke hadrat Allah dan untuk non-Muslim kepada Tuhan ya. Kerana dengan izinnya kita dapat bersama-sama untuk beradalah pada hari ni, petang ni, untuk bersama-sama meraihkan majlis penutupan program Femme Vogue 2021. Saya ingin merakamkan setinggi-tinggi penghargaan kepada pihak organisasi Femme Vogue kerana sudi menjemput saya bagi merasmikan program ni. Nasib baik perempuan kan? Kalau tak terkena Dr. Razif, lelaki terus untuk menutup hari siswi. Dia tak ada, saya buat lawak je. Okey. Sebagaimana semua sedia maklum, sejak pandemik COVID-19 ni, banyak cabaran yang telah dihadapi oleh pelajar dan juga semualah ya, dan terutamanya pelajar, di mana aktiviti yang perlu dilaksanakan yang secara tradisionalnya dilaksanakan secara bersemuka telah bertukar ke alam maya. Maksudnya kontak tu dari segi discussion dan dari segi gerak kerjanya sangat mencabar, dan saya ingin mengucapkan tahniah kepada pengarah program ya, Sivasri dan juga tim ya, ahli organisasi kerana berjaya melaksanakan program Femme Vogue 2021 ni. Temanya Lady Boss ya tadi. Wah, Vogue power tu. Okey, jadi memang tahniah, dan saya juga dimaklumkan banyak aktiviti yang sangat menarik yang berjaya you all laksanakan secara maya ni secara virtual, which is great. Kalau ikutkan face to face mungkin tak sebanyak aktiviti yang sekarang ni ya. Tetapi disebabkan berlakunya you ambil cabaran tu dengan sangat baik, dan aktiviti ni telah berjaya dilaksanakan dengan melibatkan pelajar daripada universiti lain, betul kan? Ya? Saya dimaklumkan ada pelibatan daripada pelajar universiti lain, which is great. So beri tepukan gemuruh untuk ahli organisasi semua dan juga para peserta lah. Jadi saya dimaklumkan aktiviti-aktiviti yang telah diadakan masuklah slot V-Care, student fit wifi, grooming challenge. I'm sure that grooming challenge ramai yang suka Google Art Challenge, dan juga Icon Siswi. So syabas kepada semua yang telah melibatkan diri dan juga telah menyertakan dengan yang dianjurkan Jadi pada saya bila ada pertandingan tu, menang dan kalah bukanlah suatu yang kata satu something yang we always look forward. Okay, kalau menang alhamdulillah, tapi kalau tak, to me the participation is the best, kan? The process itself, you meet new people and you learn the process, you know, networking. So those are values that empower you as a great woman or great lady. Okay, so saya harap semua peserta mendapat manfaat daripada program-program yang telah dianjurkan, dan bukan setakat mendapat manfaat, you enjoy the process. Okay, dan hopefully ini akan memberi satu orang kata rangsangan ataupun semangat baru untuk you menjadi seorang mahasiswi yang lebih cemerlang, lebih berkarisma dan juga berpandangan jauh. Jadi aura tu lebih hebat. Kita nak aura siswi kita hebat setanding dengan aura siswa. Okay, insyaAllah. So saya doakan semuanya berjaya dan terus cemerlang dan juga membawa aura yang hebat for the next, 10, 20 or 30 years. Okay, insyaAllah. So dan di kesempatan ini juga saya ingin okay, sebenarnya saya tak follow sangat teks yang diberikan, tapi tak apalah. So saya nak mengucapkan tahniah kepada semua peserta yang telah mengambil bahagian, dan juga once again tahniah kepada ahli organisasi, pengarah. So hopefully this is a stepping stone for you to go further, okay, for the next activities. Dan juga di kesempatan ini saya juga ingin mengucapkan kepada semua Muslim, selamat menyambut Ramadan. Semoga Ramadan ini penuh diberkati, dan untuk non-Muslim sama-sama kita meraihkanlah ya bulan Ramadan ni, dan juga looking forward for it. Dan sesungguhnya saya sentiasa menyokong program yang melibatkan pelajar, keterlibatan pelajar, dan hopefully dengan sokongan yang diberikan oleh pihak pengurusan KTSN akan memberi impak yang positif kepada mahasiswi, terutama di UKM dan juga semua mahasiswi di luar sana lah, di mana-mana IPT pun ya. Jadi dengan itu saya akhiri ucapan saya dengan lafaz Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dengan ini saya merasmikan program penutup Femme Vogue 2021. Sekian, terima kasih.
Terima kasih kepada Dr. Manisa binti Omar atas ucapan perasmian sebentar tadi. Terima kasih juga diucapkan kerana sudi meluangkan masa untuk menghadiri majlis pada malam ini. Baiklah, tanpa membuang masa lagi, mari kita saksikan tayangan gimmick dan video montaj. Dipersilakan.
I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Yeah, I'ma dance my heart out till the dawn, but I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other. It was a crush, but I couldn't get enough. It was a rush, but I gave it up. It was a crush. Now I might have wanna said too much, but that's all it was. So I gave it up. I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. I'ma dance my heart out till the dawn, but I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other. It was a crush. I kept saying I'ma stay in touch, but that thing went bust, so I gave it up. Ooh, No tricks, no bluffs. I'm just better off without them cuffs. Yeah, the sun won't set on us. Ooh, yeah. When low, when high, still waters run dry. Gotta get back in the groove. I never heard. When low, when high, what matters is now. Getting right back in the mood. I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Now my day is my heart until the dawn. But I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other. Now I found another crush. Lush like giving me a rush. Had one chance to make me blush. Second time is one to let. Now I found another crush. Lush like giving me a rush. Had one chance to make me blush. Second time is one to let. I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Yeah, my day is my heart out till the dawn. But I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other. Now I found another crush. Lush like giving me a rush. Had one chance to make me blush. Second time is one to let. Now I found another crush. Lush like giving me a rush. Had one chance to make me blush. Second time is one to let.
What's up, it's your boy Silento. Sophia Grace. Oh, we're about to turn up, baby. Let's go.
I wake up every day like hello beautiful. 'Cause this world is so crazy and it can bring you down. You're too short, too fat, too skinny. Hey, well excuse me if I think that I'm pretty. So I don't care what you say, 'cause I'm original. And I learned how to love me from my head down to my toes. Let 'em know if you with me. Hey, 'cause I finally found the answer in the name. Oh, my mama, she say, don't you let 'em get you down. I can learn to love me. That's why I'm talking to the girl in the mirror. Whoa, like even if you're down, better get up. Whoa, 'cause every setback's just a setup. Whoa, there's something just a little bit better. Oh, I'm talking to the girl in the mirror, 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 girl in the mirror. Oh, I go to sleep at night with a smile on my face. 'Cause I know who I am and I can't ever be replaced. So be proud, be different. Hey, that's what makes you one out of a million. Whoa.
Terima kasih atas video montaj dan gimmick sebentar tadi. Seterusnya marilah kita bersama-sama menyaksikan tayangan video daripada calon-calon ikon siswi.
Put my arm around, show you how strong I am. I put my arm around, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I'm a pusher with no brakes. I'm invincible. Yeah, I win every single game. I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries today. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Unstoppable today.
Terima kasih atas tayangan video itu sebentar tadi. Seterusnya, majlis menjemput calon ikon Siswi untuk menyampaikan sepatah dua kata. Dengan segala hormatnya menjemput saudari Nur Syazwani binti Abdul Majid, dipersilakan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you so much, the dear moderator, for the kind introduction. Greetings to all of the excellencies in the house and also to the delightful audience. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening I bid to all. Salam Ramadan to all of you who's celebrating. So the topic for today closing ceremony, which is the lady boss, is very nerve-wracking for all. Even for some, it is very controversial and also sensitive even. Lady boss, the strong woman. I would love to start my speech by highlighting one of the great quotes written down by the very famous Michelle Obama, which is the former First Lady of United States of America, which is sounds like you have one life, and this life is under your control. So basically, in that particular book of Becoming, we can actually see that Marshall wants us to embrace ourselves, to be the best version of ourselves. It doesn't mean that just becoming someone which is perfect in every angle. It does mean that if you did something wrong in your life or even have a mistake, you're willing to learn from it, and then you're willing to actually take a courage to work hard in order to counter that kind of flaws that you have. So basically, as you can see that in this 21st century, the word feminism, the word lady boss, the word strong women is very underdefined, as you can see. Then it's rather always been together with men compared to men, like women compared to men. And even if you can actually see, for instance, in the United States of America, if you can see, the women's counterparts actually, women is paid less than their men counterparts, even for the same job. And not just that, we can actually see that if man was given the opportunity, for example, he wants to lead a football team, and he was willing, and also he was courageable enough, and then the society will say that it's okay, just go for it. But for women, if she wanted to lead a theater, for example, she was considered as bossy. And then if a man wants to pursue his study or even his dream to better and upgrading himself, the society will say go for it. Because why? Because you're a man, you can do anything. But for women, most of the time the society say don't do that, just discourage us. Because of why? Because we might give a birth to a son or a daughter one day. But then I think this kind of stereotype is very upsetting even. And then I think it is time to stop the stigma for gender bias for men and women, and of course for the strong lady voice concept. And oftentimes, growing up listening to all the podcasts and also great presentator like Hillary Hinton. So one of the great quotes that I actually found is that whenever she said that as a girl, we are capable of doing more. It's not just simply by doing what we were supposed to do, but what we love to do. For example, like the montage video, or every single one of you actually come together to actually drawing, singing, express your interest. This is one of the things that she mentions in the quote. And in order to see the evidence behind it, we also have some great talent in the abroad. For example, we have Jacinda Ardern, which is the Prime Minister of the New Zealand. As a woman, you see, as a woman, it's not just simply in the kitchen only. You can actually be so much more than that, and you can actually be further along the line. This is what Ladies' Voice is all about. And imagine, becoming a daughter. For in Jacinda case, a daughter, a mother, a wife, together have the responsibility as well as the Prime Minister of country. That is really remarkable for me, and I think that is a really good concept of lady boss itself. And not just to mention her, we also have Kamala Harris, which is the Vice President of the United States of America currently right now, which is a lady as well. These kind of icons is actually iconic, and we as a lady should learn from them. And as a Malaysian, of course, we also have our own Tan Sri Zeti Aziz, which is the former governor of Bank Negara, which is which is a lady as well, which is having this kind of responsibility to take over the country for the past years. And then moving forward for that, I believe that the concept of lady boss does not really end in terms of lady only. I am a very strong believer with this kind of quote, which is say that behind every successful man, there's a woman. And behind every successful woman, it is herself. And as you can see in this particular quote, we also have the living proof to take counter. Hello, Dr. Mar, to take counter. So, for example, our former Prime Minister, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, behind him always have Tun Siti Hasma, which is always be there for him during ups and downs. Not just that, Barack Obama, which is the former President of the United States of America, also have Michelle Obama behind him. And also we have Awi Yanti Pertuan Agong, also have Tengku Mahathir Agong together with him during ups and downs. From here, we can see that the woman plays roles in many roles, not just basically enhance herself, but also enhance support the person that she loves, especially the community. And there's that if you educate a woman, you just not educate her, but you educate the generations in the further along the line, 10, 20 years down the lines. And as a Muslim as well, whenever someone asks the Prophet Muhammad SAW, peace be upon him, and say who's the highest hierarchy between the mother and the father, and then Prophet Muhammad SAW said 3 times in a row that is your mother, and your mother. Just imagine, and then comes out your father. So you can see that the mother prestigious is very high as women, as iconic, and as well this is kind of the lady boss concept that I would live to express as well today. And for me personally, lady boss as a strong woman is not someone that's actually perfect in every angle, academy, curriculum, and everything, but someone that actually willing to learn from their mistake to improve for the future, so that they actually have the experience to lead themselves, and also for the commitment as well as the contribution to the country along the line. And I think as a great lady boss, we need to be ourselves truly, regardless of what happened. And I think the very core concept is that lady boss is the one in every single one of us, every single lady in the world. Thank you.
Terima kasih diucapkan kepada saudari Nur Syazwani. Seterusnya majlis menjemput saudari Pok Hui Tin. Dipersilakan.
Thank you, MC. Good evening to Dr. Maniza binti Omar, Deputy Principal of Tun Syed Nasir College UKM, representative from Student Executive Mat, Directors of Femme Vogue 2021, and beloved audience. My name is Pok Hui Ting. It is such an honor for me to be here today as one of the enlisted candidates for the icon Siswi. My topic today is Step Out from the Boundary. First of all, I would like to talk about stereotype. I believe everyone here has heard this word before. Stereotyping is a way that people group each other, and it can actually be differentiated into positive or negative stereotype. I will give you some example. Woman is loving. Well, this is a positive stereotype. Woman is a bad driver. They can't drive very well. Well, this is a negative stereotype. Stereotypes have a direct impact on how we feel. We are worried for our own performance, and we are worried how people will look at us. The concept of stereotyping not only involves female, but male too. For example, people seem surprised when they see men cry or being emotional. They think that men should be cool. But men are human too. They can have feeling. So this is just a stereotype and a generalization from our society. We should keep stereotype out of the picture, even though sometimes we can be the victim ourselves. But the good news is the concept of stereotyping is decreasing over time because of education. People are already aware, or they're starting to aware that stereotyping is just an ideal picture. I hope you are still with me. Let's move on to our theme of Femme work, which is Lady Boss. There were times when women were supposed to stay at home and take care of family. Well, this is a stereotype. However, time passed and brought serious changes into the distribution of role between female and male in society. Women started to get the same education as men, and they have equal chances with men. Nowadays, women not only care for their family, they also support family financial together with their husband. Look around you. Today, it's easy to meet successful businesswomen who devote their life and time to the world of business. Perhaps it is your mother, your sister, or maybe your friend who are female entrepreneur. Whether female or male boss, if they show their capability, they have good relationship with employee, they are good boss. It is seriously depend upon the individual quality, either male or female. Singapore Human Resource Institute President Low Beck Kem said, the pay should be determined by the job, the skill, the capability of the candidate, regardless of gender. Our Malaysian government also making good progress through providing a safer and more equal working environment for women and girls. Implementation of policies such as they provide childcare facilities in the government office. It creates more opportunities and encourage the participation of women in the workforce. Examples of implementation are, they introduce at least 7 days of paid paternity leave in the private sector, so that the husband actually can help their wife to take care of their newborn baby. They extend paid maternity leave in the private sector from 60 to 90 days, and they strengthen protection against sexual harassment in the Employment Act in 1955. For your information, we have International Women's Day. We celebrate annually on 8 March to recognize women's achievement and contribution towards society. There are also organizations that fight for women's rights in Malaysia, such as WAO, Women Aid Organizations, which is the first organization to build a domestic violence shelter in our country. We also have AWAM, AWAM, All Women Action Society, which is located in Petaling Jaya, Malaysia. Females nowadays have the access to education, equal pay for equal work, access to the top positions in company and politics, as well as protection from the violence. Last but not least, my message here to all lady boss to be: stepping out of the boundary, discovering who you are, and overcome your fear. If you stop thinking and start acting, you will realize everything is possible. That's all from me. Thank you.
Terima kasih diucapkan pada saudari Pok Hui Ting. Seterusnya dijemput saudari Teh Ying Ying untuk memberikan sepatah dua kata. Dipersilakan.
Thank you to the MC of the day, Ms. Dini. A very good day to our Honorable KTSN Deputy Principal, Dr. Marniza binti Omar, respectable fellow, hardworking Majlis Executive Pelajar, and amazing ladies attending today. Before I start, I have a quick question for you. Have you ever been told bossy? Have you ever constrained yourself from being the center of attention because of the fear that someone may name you bossy, arrogant, or irritating? You can take a few seconds to give it a thought. While for me, it is a definite yes. My name is Teh Ying Jessica, a third-year pharmacy student and a recipient of Beasiswa Kanan University of Faculty of Pharmacy. I'm also the president of Malaysian Pharmacy Students Association and the founder of Malaysian Healthcare Students Alliance. I'm not here today to talk about my accomplishment or success. That's going to be pretty boring. I'm going to bring you with me through the ups and downs I've gone through as a female leader. The journey wasn't as easy as in making me who I am today. I don't sleep and wake up the next day transforming into a princess or a queen, just like how things happen beautifully in the fantasies of movies. Movies is fun, but let's get back to reality. Life is harsh. Everything starts on the day when I scrolled through the social media and saw the post, my PSA Executive Council open for nomination. My heart skips a bit when I see the post, seeing that what I'm aiming for has finally shown me the first step I should step out. So I was happily collecting for the feedbacks and opinions from the previous executive members and my close friend. The more I collect, the more I heard the doubt on female leader. A popped out and tell me, there's no female leaders down the 15 years of my PSA history. B popped out and tell me, are you sure you want to do this? All the females who ran for the nomination had failed previously. Another person will come and tell me, are you sure a girl can be the voice to advocate for all pharmacy students in an international and national level? This puts me into dilemma. So I think I should talk to my parents. I dialed my mom. Hey, mom and dad. So I saw this and I want to go for the president. No responses. So do I. Then suddenly my mom told me something. Why, girl? Why do you want to be in such high position? People are going to say that you are so fierce and bossy, like a tiger, and no one really dare to marry a girl like this in the future. Yes, this is the stigma we have nowadays. The society has a stigma for girls since the olden days. A good girl is said to be the one timid, quiet, obedient, while a girl who is vocal and decisive is said to be bossy. Looking at the parliament today, the woman only stands 14.86% when the male to female population ratio in Malaysia is actually almost equal, 106 males to 100 females. Does that mean that female is not that smart to lead? No. Because if you look closely at the ratio of male to female in tertiary education based on Statista, we actually have more female enrolled in tertiary education compared to male. So why? Why do we have to stand behind a guy's back? Just because of gender? That is ridiculous to me. I believe that in this new world, gender should not be the ruler to measure who should be the boss, but the capabilities of someone should speak. So dear ladies today, be courageous to show the world that what we women are capable of doing. Try to conquer your fears. No one can stop you except yourself. A lot of things are not as scary as what we think. It is basically our fear that pulls ourselves back when we concentrate too much on the external voices and forget about listening to our own heart. It took me some time to build up the courage to run for this nomination. And if you ask me today if I'm happy or not, definitely I am. I'm happy that I did not let my passion die down. I'm happy to bring good changes to the profession. I'm happy to lead a team of nearly 200 students achieving 50 and more events in one tenure to actually see how they are growing to become a better person in each individual in the team. I'm happy to advocate for pharmacy students in international level to enhance the system of interprofessional collaborations to the formations of alliance. And most importantly, I am happy to show everyone that women can be the leader and to encourage more women to step up to be the lady boss. Before I end the speech today, I just want all the gorgeous ladies attending today to know that you are not bossy. You are a wonderful woman full of leadership skills and bravery. So if someone comes in front of you and say that you're bossy, don't get sad, don't get angry. Just smile at them. Prove with them that with actions, girls can be legends. Thank you so much.
Terima kasih di atas ucapan yang sangat menarik daripada saudari Teh Ying Ying. Majlis teruskan lagi dengan sesi penjurian. Jadi diminta juri-juri untuk meninggalkan platform bagi sesi penjurian. Link bagi sesi penjurian berada di chat box. Terima kasih. Aku berpasangan guna. Untuk makluman semua, Dr. Maniza tidak dapat bersama kita sehingga ke penghujung majlis atas sebab-sebab tertentu. Saya bagi pihak organisasi mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada Dr. Ma kerana sudi merasmikan majlis penutupan Hari Siswi pada malam ini. Baiklah, tibalah masa yang dinanti-nantikan oleh semua, iaitu pengumuman pemenang dan tayangan video bagi setiap pertandingan yang telah berlangsung sepanjang program Femme Vogue ini dijalankan. Tanpa melengahkan lagi masa, marilah kita sama-sama menyaksikan tayangan video bagi pemenang Makeup Challenge.
Coming to you live. Jamming butterfly, alright. Feel a sweet shot. Oh my, caramel high, so high. When I take a bite of your, I want you to shine all your love. Oh, I guess we'll go apart. Couldn't wait to you set me apart. Look so good and put on apart. 부러지게 너 어지럽게 너 넘어지게 너 지금 못해 oh no 땀을 흘려 난더 누구리라면 아마 Just coming on my love Shining butterfly very satisfied on my caramel high so high when I take a bite oh yeah jump to your body Don't play, hey, yeah, yeah. Don't play games with my heart. Ooh, now the feels hit me differently. When the hidden is deep, don't play, hey, yeah, yeah. All that time on your own with me. We had fun on the 360. I helped you get out UAV. Still could never get you out AC. Shaking and smooth just to get by you. I'm obsessed with the sand on you. Coco Chanel on your neck, with your body in check. Loving all the time with you. Now you just don't listen. You're airing all my wishes. You're online but still won't listen. My time is you dismissing. This isn't no way a two-way street. I'm playing stand and don't repeat. I'm here hoping you see my snap. Cause I'm not ready for us to ride. No, don't play games with my heart. Ooh, now the feels hit me differently. Now the feels hit me differently.
Tahniah diucapkan kepada pemenang-pemenang sebentar tadi. Seterusnya kita akan menyaksikan tayangan video bagi pemenang Hijab Challenge. Pemenang ketiga
Assalamualaikum. Okey, first time show 8 panjang and then pintas. Tengok cara ni sebab kita nak effect loose.
Bahagian yang panjang kita tarik ke belakang dan bawa semula ke hadapan.
Tara, dah siap. Senang kan? Okay, so boleh kemas-kemaskan and siap. Okay, untuk yang kedua, sebelah panjang sebelah pendek juga. Bahagian yang panjang kita akan pin ke tepi. Kemudian bahagian yang kita pin tadi, kita tarik ke belakang dan bawa semula ke depan. Boleh kemaskan dulu sebelum secure dengan jarum. Kalau tak nak yang baki tadi kat depan, bawa je pergi belakang. And siap. Sebelum keluar, jangan lupa pakai mask. Bye. Assalamualaikum.
Tempat kedua dimenangi oleh saudari Nurul Izzah. Tanya diucapkan pada saudari Nurul Izzah.
My body is a relic of an untrained ballerina. Quit at 5, you should have seen her, she was great. Waste all my money on books that I won't read, still stories look pretty.
Hi, welcome to my 1 minute hijab style. So, style yang pertama is classy style. So, kedua-dua belah tudung adalah sama panjang and then pin dekat sebelah pipi kanan dan kiri. Lepas tu bawa kedua belah tudung ke belakang and then adjust ikut kepanjangan yang korang suka. Lepas tu korang ambil pin and then pin. Dan belakang dia akan nampak macam ni. Dan untuk lebih secure, korang boleh pin dekat atas bahu untuk dua-dua belah bahu. And then kita dah siap untuk second style is viral TikTok style. And then yang ni sebelah pendek, sebelah panjang. Lepas tu pin macam biasa yang style pertama and then ambil yang panjang ke atas kepala and then biarkan ada ruang, masuk kelebihan ke dalam ruang tersebut dan tarik-tarik. Lepas tu adjust, dah cantik. Lepas tu kita pin bawah dagu. Lepas tu yang pendek tu kita bawa masuk dalam baju and then adjust. Lepas tu kita dah siap, ini belakang dia. Thank you for watching.
Tahniah diucapkan kepada saudari Irni Patricia. Terus majlis diteruskan lagi dengan tayangan video bagi pemenang hairstyling challenge. Tempat ketiga dimenangi oleh saudari Alice Chow Jia Hui. Tahniah diucapkan kepada saudari Alice. Tempat kedua dimenangi oleh saudari Chong Karmun. Tahniah diucapkan kepada saudari Chong Karmun. Tempat penang-penang dimenangi oleh saudari Chan Wei Tang. Tahniah diucapkan kepada saudari Chan. Tahniah diucapkan pada semua pemenang. Seterusnya, marilah kita menyaksikan tayangan video bagi pemenang The Girls Art Challenge. Tempat ketiga dimenangi oleh saudari Ko Xiao Ying. Tahniah diucapkan kepada saudari Ko Xiao Ying.
心多憔悴，爱浮于东流的水，生命丰沛，抵不过天公不作美。往事回味，不过是弹指一挥，日复日望，春秋水书我与美。你爱着谁？倾吐了几方伤，我锁着眉。 最是相思断人肠，落叶纷飞，只有日夜里泪淌淌，这段遗憾长故日子难忘。
Tempat kedua dimenangi oleh saudari Ernie Batrisha. Tahniah diucapkan kepada saudari Ernie Batrisha.
Bermohon sembah berhaja, hajat berasal kayangan puri. Hamba puteri imbas berempat, turun bermalam serak. Indah tersusun, tangan dihayun, kaki melangkah, mengikut rentah, cantik dan anggun, senyum menguntur.
Number one with the ladies in Hollywood. These desi mundeyan de sone Bollywood. Ye bana paande, ye bagana bhi aunda te lyrics hai. Change jehde chal ke si, kise to na khal ke si, na da banode agala munde. Brown munde.
Tahniah diucapkan kepada para pemenang bagi pertandingan Girl Art Challenge. Baiklah, sementara menunggu pemakaran dikira untuk anugerah ikon siswi, para hadirin perlu menunggu sebentar lagi. Baiklah, mari kita saksikan semula tayangan video montaj dan
live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Yeah, I'ma dance my heart out till the dawn, but I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other. It was a crush, but I couldn't get enough. It was a rush, but I gave it up. It was a crush. Now I might have wanna said too much, but that's all it was. So I gave it up. I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Now I'ma dance my heart out till the dawn, but I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other. It was a crush. I kept saying I'ma stay in touch, but that thing went bust. So I gave it up. Ooh, no tricks, no bluff. I'm just better off without them cuffs. Yeah, the sun won't set on us. Ooh, yeah. When low, when high, still waters run dry. Gotta get back in the groove. I ain't never heard. When low, when high, what matters is now. Getting right back in the mood. I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Now I'ma dance my heart out till the dawn, but I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other. Now I found another crush, like giving me a rush. Had one chance to make it blush. Second time is one to let. Now I found another crush, like giving me a rush. Had one chance to make me blush. Second time is one to let. I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Yeah, I'ma dance my heart out till the dawn, but I won't be done when morning comes. Doing it all night, all summer. Gonna spend it like no other. Now I found another crush, like giving me a rush. Had one chance to make it blush. Second time is one to let. Now I found another crush, like giving me a rush. Had one chance to make me blush. Second time is one to let.
What's up, it's your boy Silento. Sophia Grace. Oh, we're about to turn up, baby. Let's go.
I wake up every day like hello beautiful. Cause this world is so crazy and it can bring you down. You're too short, too fat, too skinny. Hey, well excuse me if I think that I'm pretty. So I don't care what you say, cause I'm original. I learned how to love me from my head down to my toes. Let them know if you with me. Hey, cause I finally found the answer is in me. Oh, my mama, she say, yeah. Don't you let him get you down. I can learn to love me. That's why I'm talking to the girl in the mirror. Whoa, like even if you're down, better get up. Whoa, cause every setback's just a setup. Whoa, for something just a little bit better. Oh, I'm talking to the girl in the mirror, 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 girl in the mirror. Go to sleep at night with a smile on my face. Cause I know who I am and I can't ever be replaced. So go ahead, be proud, be different. Hey, that's what makes you one out of a million.
Baiklah, sementara menunggu pengiraan markah bagi anugerah ikon Siswi, marilah kita bersama-sama menonton video challenge. Dipersilakan.
Shining butterfly, alright, feeling sweet and shy. Oh my, caramel high, so high. When I take a bite, I fly. Electric shadow of your love. Never gets apart. Couldn't wait till you set me apart. Looks so good and more than apart. 부러지게 너 넘어지게 너 지금 못해 oh no 땀을 흘려는 너 누구리라면 알아 Just turning on my love Shining butterfly feeling sweet and shy I might caramel high so high when I take a bite oh yeah jump to your body Don't play, hey, yeah, yeah. Don't play games with my heart. Believe. Now the feels hit me differently. When the hit is deep, don't play, hey, yeah, yeah.
All that time on your own with me. We had fun on the 360. I helped you get out UAV. Still could never get you that AC. Taking in school just to get by you. I'm obsessed with the sand on you. Coco Chanel on your neck, with your body in check. Loving all the time with you. Now you just gone missing. You're airing all my wishes. You're online but still won't listen. My time is you dismissing. This isn't no way a two-way street. I'm playing sad and it's on repeat. Tell me you're hoping you see my snap. Cause I'm not ready for us to ride. No,
Don't play games with my heart. Believe. Now the feels hit me differently. Now the feels hit me differently.
Hai, Assalamualaikum. Okay, first lecture sebelah pendek sebelah panjang and then pin kan. Pin ikut cara ni sebab kita nak effect loose. Bahagian yang panjang kita tarik ke belakang dan bawa semula ke hadapan. Tara, dah siap. Senang kan? Okay, so boleh kemas-kemaskan and siap. Okey, untuk yang kedua, sebelah panjang sebelah pendek juga. Bahagian yang panjang kita akan pin ke tepi. Kemudian, bahagian yang kita pin tadi, kita tarik ke belakang dan bawa semula ke depan. Boleh kemaskan dulu sebelum secure dengan jarum. Kalau tak nak yang baki tadi kat depan, bawa je pergi belakang. Dan siap. Sebelum keluar, jangan lupa pakai mask. Bye. Assalamualaikum.
body is a relic of an untrained ballerina. Quit at 5, you should have seen her, she was great. Scared off by talents and buns who could balance and art with an impossible weight. My body is a relic of an untrained ballerina. Quit at 5, you should have seen her, she was great. Waste all my money on books that I won't read, so stories look pretty.
Hi, welcome to my 1 minute hijab style. So, style yang pertama is classy style. So, kedua-dua belah tudung adalah sama panjang and then pin dekat sebelah pipi kanan dan kiri. Lepas tu bawa kedua belah tudung ke belakang and then adjust ikut kepanjangan yang korang suka. Lepas tu korang ambil pin and then pin. Dan belakang dia akan nampak macam ni. Dan untuk lebih secure, korang boleh pin dekat atas bahu untuk dua-dua belah bahu. And then kita dah siap untuk second style is viral TikTok style. And then yang ni sebelah pendek, sebelah panjang. Lepas tu pin macam biasa yang style pertama and then ambil yang panjang ke atas kepala and then biarkan ada ruang, masuk kelebihan ke dalam ruang tersebut dan tarik-tarik. Lepas tu adjust, dah cantik. Lepas tu kita pin bawah dagu. Lepas tu yang pendek tu kita bawa masuk dalam baju and then adjust. Lepas tu kita dah siap, ini belakang dia. Thank you for watching.
心多憔悴，爱赋予东流的水，生命丰沛，抵不过天公不作美。往事回味，不过是弹指一挥，日复日望，春秋水书我与美。你爱着谁？情途流几道伤，我洒着眉，最是相思断人肠。落叶纷飞，只有日夜里泪两行。烛对遗憾，长故人自难忘。Bermohon sembah berhajat, hajat berasal kayangan puri. Hamba puteri imbas berempat, turun bermalam serak. Indah tersusun, tangan dihayun, kaki melangkah mengikut rentah, cantik dan anggun, senyum menguntur.
Number one with the ladies in Hollywood. These desi mundeyan de sone Bollywood. Ye bana paande ko, ye bana na bhi aunda de lyrics hai. Ke jede chal desi, se to na chal desi, na da banonde akala munde. Brown munde.
Baiklah, majlis diteruskan lagi dengan pengumuman anugerah ikon Siswi. Untuk makluman para hadirin, anugerah ikon Siswi ini adalah berdasarkan keputusan CGPA yang cemerlang, pelibatan serta sumbangan yang aktif di peringkat kolej maupun universiti. Ia juga berkaitan tentang bakat dan kebolehan. Dengan ini, saya mengumumkan anugerah ikon Siswi program Femme Vogue bagi tahun 2021 jatuh kepada saudari Teh Ying Ying daripada program Farmasi tahun 3. Tahniah diucapkan kepada saudari Teh Ying Ying. Dengan ini, majlis menjemput saudari Teh Ying Ying untuk menyampaikan sepatah dua kata. Dipersilakan. Mic, on mic.
Maafkan saya. Terima kasih kepada pengerusi pengacara majlis. Terima kasih kerana memberikan peluang kepada saya untuk menjadi ikon Siswi bagi tahun 2021. Seperti yang saya telah katakan, saya berharap pada akhir hari ini ataupun pada esok hari semua orang akan menjadi lady boss yang cemerlang. Sekian itu, terima kasih.
Terima kasih diucapkan pada saudari Teh Ying atas ucapan sebentar tadi. Tahniah diucapkan pada para pemenang. Baiklah, tibalah agenda terakhir majlis kita pada malam ini. Div-div kehormat dan para hadirin sekalian yang berada di dalam majlis digalakkan untuk membuka kamera bagi sesi penggambaran. Okey, semua diminta membuka kamera. Kita tunggu 1 minit lagi. Okey. Semua dah ready? Okey, saya akan count ya. 1, 2, 3. Sekali lagi. 1, 2, 3. Freestyle. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Baiklah, terima kasih. Hadirin dan hadirat sekalian, dengan berakhirnya sesi penggambar itu tadi, maka berakhirlah majlis kita pada malam ini. Tuan Puteri tersenyum-senyum melihat mempelai direnjis dipilis. Senyum-senyum, jangan tak senyum. Sudah kita penghujung majlis. Majlis ingin mengucapkan setinggi-tinggi penghargaan dan ucapan terima kasih atas kesudian semua untuk hadir bagi memeriahkan majlis penutupan Hari Siswi pada malam ini. Akhir kata, saya mewakili pihak organisasi untuk memohon ribuan ampun dan maaf sekiranya terdapat sebarang kelemahan dan kesilapan sepanjang mengendalikan majlis ini. Sebelum hadirin dan hadirat meninggalkan majlis, anda semua diminta untuk mengimbas kod keluar QR seperti yang dipaparkan pada skrin. Pautan link juga telah diberikan di ruangan chat box. Sekian, terima kasih dan selamat malam.